transportation, we have provided vessels that are safe, and I think, sir, they were demonstrated when you toured our shipyard. And moving forward, sir, there are other areas where we are going to engage with them, especially in terms of using the special economic zone to build capacities in terms of shipbuilding, in terms of even just economic transformation. We want to build skills so that Kenyans can be a seafaring nation. We want to thank you very much for your support, sir. The government has supported Kenya Shipyards Limited very well, and we're excited. Thank you.
Thank you very much. As I use that opportunity to recognize our platinum sponsors, the County Pensions Fund. If you're here, please just rise up and wave. I know that Jose Akili is supposed to be here, but he's not around. But asanteni sana for working with counties as a pension fund that is reliable. Asanteni sana. And the Kenya Airports Authority, Caleb Kositan, you're the chair. We know that you're expanding Kabunde for us, and you're also a platinum partner in this conference. Asanteni sana. Your Excellency, the County Pensions Fund is working with the county government partner in this conference. Asanteni sana. Your Excellency, the County Pensions Fund is working with the county government of Homabay to build for us the county headquarters with a stretched payment period. So this is the kind of agreement, because we do not have the money to pay, but they are working with us to do that. We really, really thank them. Jules Ngankam. Jules, please come. Come quickly. Jules is from the Africa Guarantee Fund. This is a big fund of millions of dollars that is going to support women across the globe, the small women traders, micro, small, and medium enterprises. And that's why I told him to come and see the women, the real women. He's based outside Kenya, but Karibu Jules, 2 minutes.
Thank you very much. His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, all protocol officers in a matter of time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored to represent the African Guarantee Fund at the second County Investment Conference. So I believe that this conference is coming at the right time, as the African country are still recovering from the consequence of the COVID pandemic and also the war in Ukraine. So these two events has led to the increase of bad loan in the bank's portfolio, the worsening of the food crisis, and the currency depreciation. So when we talk about the currency depreciation, it's not just a Kenyan challenge. You know, I was in Nigeria last week. You know, 1 year ago, the Naira was $400 to $1, and today is 1,600. So it has depreciated 4 times. When you take the case of Ghana, the Ghanaian cedi went from 5 cedi to $1 to 15, 3 times. You also take the case of the Egyptian pound in North Africa. So the pound in Egypt went from 15 to 30, so 2 times. So I think we need to commend the government of Kenya for all the measures that they have been able to put in place, you know, to sustain the currency. So we are here today about unlocking the potential. How do we unlock that potential? And this is the role of the African Guarantee Fund, to be able to work together with the SMEs. And what we have been able to do so far is that over the last few years, we have unlocked $1 billion of loans to the SME in Kenya. So we currently work in 45 countries in Africa, where we've been able to unlock $5 billion of loans. So we are very happy to be here, and we would like to work with all the countries in Kenya, but we do believe that we need to start with the country of Homabay, where there is a lot of potential, and we really need to all come together, the private sector, the public sector, the financial sector, to unlock the potential. Thank you very much. Asante Simi.
Thank you very much, Jules. We are happy that you're planning to start with Homabay. Pia tuko hapa na governors ambao wamefika Homabay. Hawa ni marafiki wa Homabay. Majority leader of the National Assembly, Kimani Machungwa Ichungwa. Karibu sana. Kimani Machungwa Ichungwa. That's how I call him. He's my colleague for a long time. Asante sana. Let me now invite Ms. Nasim Devji, who is the CEO of Diamond Trust Bank. Karibu. In just 2 minutes, I hope you will be able to deliver the message. Sorry.
minutes, 2 minutes. Your Excellency, President of Republic of Kenya, William Samoei Ruto, all dignitaries, protocols observed. Jo Homabay, Amosu. Jo Homabay, Amosu. So 2 weeks ago, the governor of Homabay was at Diamond Trust Bank and came to discuss particularly the issues and the agenda of this particular conference. I was really impressed with this lady's energy, impressed with her courage, impressed with her strength. And I said to her, how can we help you? Is that right? And we went on discussing, we had some lunch together, and we agreed on certain areas of support from Diamond Trust Bank, which includes financial inclusion, which includes financial literacy, low-cost housing, and support for blue economy. So these are the 3 or 4 or maybe 5 areas that we will support the governor with. Governor, thank you very much for encouraging me to be here, because I'm really for supporting women. I myself is a woman who come from a very, very marginalized family. But nothing stopped my journey, nothing should stop the journey of our Governor Gladys and all other governors, the G7 whom I met last night. And I have to say something else, otherwise my staff will get really mad at me, and that is the word called erokamano. Erokamano.
Thank you very much, Nassim. And I know your staff would be very upset because a large number of your senior staff are actually from Homabay. So we thank you for that partnership. I want to now welcome Paul Russo, Group CEO of KCB, who are also our great partners, in 2 minutes.
Your Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, all protocols observed, the Governor of Homabay, we truly thank you for the partnership. I think if I was to speak about KCB and financing, I'll waste a lot of time. But I think, Your Excellency, I want to say we're partnering with counties on 4 primary areas. One is the financing and all related financing conversations. But the second is on human capital, bringing our expertise to support counties to achieve their objective. The third, Your Excellency, is on technology, scaling up initiatives, whether it's in collections, but as well as enabling counties and governments. And finally, Your Excellency, is partnership, which is what tells why we are here. You know, when Governor Gladys reached out to me just after election, we mapped out what we can do to support Homabay County, and I'm glad that we've been part of this conversation. For everyone that is here, we're actually here looking for investors to enable the vision of Homabay County. And Your Excellency, you can be assured that KCB will be there to enable those visions. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, KCB, for your partnership, not just with Homabay, but with most of our counties. You work with us very well. Let me invite Dr. Ruto, not the president. Well, he's the president of the Chamber of Commerce. Dr. Eric Ruto, who's the president of the Chamber of Commerce. As he comes, allow me to recognize the CEO of the Council of Governors, Mary Mwiti. COG has worked hand in hand with us to make this conference a success. Asante sana.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, the President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya. I'm Dr. Eric Ruto, so maybe next time you don't confuse. All the dignitaries who are here, senior government officials, and the investors who've come to Homabay. As Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, our commitment as a private sector is that we are going to partner with all the counties in Kenya, 47 counties that we are present in 47 chapters. In terms of market access, we've come here to Homabay, and one of the products that we want to be able to provide market is the fish. And we have one of our patron members, Your Excellency, during our international trips that we accompany you, we went to Dubai. One of these members was listed in 77 supermarkets in Dubai, and they've committed that they are able to buy all the fish from Homabay. We've discussed with the governor. We are going to work with the cooperatives to see how we can be able to export the fish from here to other countries. And I'm sure you've done your part to bring the dollar from 160 to 145. The private sector, we are going to do our part to further bring the strength of the Kenya shilling against other international currencies. We are also supporting the SMEs, especially in financial access. Your Excellency, you've led with the Hustler Fund. Since 22nd December last year, exactly 3 months and 5 days, we've given loans to 6,500 small SMEs, approximately 35,000, with a very good repayment rate. So in terms of password, Your Excellency, we have the password for the SMEs to be able to have a financial access. In addition to that, as the county set up their county aggregation industrial parks, we are setting up the software. You are doing the hardware. We are in the process of training the SMEs. We have a program of approximately 40 million US dollar that we're going to partner with the SMEs across the country. And finally, for purposes of cross-border trade, we have an association with Timea Africa. I can see the CEO is here. We have registered approximately 9,000 women traders to access markets of 5 East African countries, starting from Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, and the rest. And in terms of advocacy, Your Excellency, the Governor, you know, in the chamber, I have the SMEs who are here. I came yesterday. We discussed with the 8 sub-county leaders of the chamber. There were quite a number of issues in terms of ease of doing business and the cost of doing business in Homabay. And I want to report that yesterday we had a discussion with the governor. We have agreed, especially on the levies, and I'm sure this is very good news to make Homabay a good investment destination. Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
Eric is very tall. Thank you, Eric, for those remarks. Allow me, Your Excellency, to recognize. I know that the Principal Secretary for Investment was lined up to speak. I've been advised that I will recognize you. I know that your CS is not there, but I will recognize you at this point. That is the advice that I have gotten. So, PS Abubakar, please just rise. Or did you want to just say in a minute? Okay. Thank you very much. I also like to recognize the PS for Devolution, Teresia. Asante sana for making time to come. And I know that we also have PS for Tourism, Bwana Ololtua. Asante sana for making time to come. At this juncture, allow me to invite to the stage the Chair of the Council of Governors to make her remarks. Karibu sana, Chair. Makofi kwa Chair, tafadhali.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, Your Excellency, Honorable William Samoei Ruto, my colleague, Excellency Governors, Cabinet Secretaries present, Excellency Ambassadors and Heads of Missions, all protocols observed, good afternoon. Opak Ruoth, Ungima, Amoso. Your Excellency, today marks a significant moment as we gather to celebrate the fruition of my sister and Gladys Wanga's visionary leadership in organizing the second Homabay International Investment Conference. On behalf of the Council of Governors, I would wish to extend our heartfelt congratulations to Governor Wanga and her team for their exceptional dedication and foresight in orchestrating this landmark event. The vibrancy and dynamism exhibited in bringing together stakeholders from diverse sectors and geographies epitomize the spirit of progressive governance and socio-economic advancement. In the spirit of our theme, Unlocking the Bay of Endless Potential, let us embrace change and innovation in the ever-evolving landscape of investment. As Winston Churchill once said, the pessimist will complain about the wind, the optimist expects it to change, while the realists adjust the sail. In the spirit of this theme, we ask that we embrace change and innovation in the ever-evolving landscape of investment. The Homabay County International Investment Conference serves as a beacon of progress, not just for Homabay County, but for the entire nation. It provides a platform for collaboration between different levels of government, the private sector, and key stakeholders. The theme is not just a slogan, but a call to action. It is an acknowledgement that our counties are rich in resources, skills, and untapped opportunities. As we deliberate on this agenda, we are essentially charting a course for sustainable growth that goes beyond the conference. Yesterday, Your Excellency, the women governors pre-launched the G7 strategy. The plan aims to empower and support the 7 female governors in demonstrating efficient and strategic governance within their devolved structures, a crucial approach to ensure the successful implementation of our plan is women's economic empowerment and financial inclusion. Your Excellency, it is our hope with leaders like Gladys Wanga, Cecily Mbarire, Susan Kehika, and all the other female governors, and Wavinya Ndeti, who are here, that will set an example that will help us achieve in elected governor's office 30% of women governors in the next election. That is why we are saying G7 to G16. Your Excellency, county governments are in sync with the national agenda of bolstering the country's production capacity to revitalize key sectors, aiming to enhance productivity and eliminate hunger and lower the cost of living. Your Excellency, each of the 47 county governments has unique opportunities for investments, and all of us have identified our value chains and are working with the private sector and stakeholders under the implementation of the KIPES initiative to ensure that we are working to improve employability and to bring investments in this in our counties. Your Excellency, in addition, the counties have gone further to provide a conducive business environment. They have worked in the adoption of digital technologies. They are working with youth empowerment and establishment of incubation hubs. Your Excellency, we are also providing necessary infrastructure and amenities so as to attract these investors. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and Your Excellency, as a council, we note and appreciate the role of the private sector as partners in transforming the county's development and growth through investment. We are very grateful to the private sector for your contribution is immense and is evident across all the counties. As I conclude, I would wish to urge us to seize this opportunity to work together, to share insights, and pave the way for a big, brighter future, not only for Homabay, but for all counties in our great nation. I am confident that this conference will serve as a catalyst for transformative change and set a precedent for collaborative economic development initiatives across Kenya. To my sister, Governor Gladys Wanga, your favor for leadership echoes the famous Luo proverb, Rabot Thako Kileng. Rabot Thako Kileng. For those who don't know, Angeo Doluo Martin, meaning a woman's throw never misses its target. This sentiment is vividly manifested in the proceedings of this conference. We wish you all the best and success in the conference. May you get many investors, and may all the women governors thrive from G7 to G16. Asanteni sana, erokamano.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Anne Waiguru, our chair, and our G7 champion. Your Excellency, these ladies have been here with me since Sunday. We've had a good time here. They have really supported, and Your Excellency, you know, hata kama vitu ilikuwa saa ingine inaenda namna hii, these ladies have really stood strong with me. Asanteni sana, lady governors, for your strength and making sure that this day is the success that it is. I'd like to recognize PS Betsy Njagi, PS for Blue Economy. Asante sana, and you are our sister and friend here, and the son of the soil, the son of this soil, doctor, the son of the chest of the soil, Dr. Raymond Omolo, who's a PS for Interior, of whom we are proud, that Your Excellency, that you have appointed from Homabay, and we thank you. We continue to thank you for having him in your government. We really thank you for that, Your Excellency. I recognize Ahmed Farah, member of the National Investment Council, Filippo Amato, Trade Councillor of the EU delegation, representing the EU delegation here, representing Ambassador Henriette Geiger, Chinese Embassy delegation, who are also here, Netherlands Embassy delegation, our partners from Australia, Anderson Consulting, who have worked with us free of cost, together with our Turkish friends who have come, Mahesh and your team. Really, really feel that we thank you, Anderson, for your friendship and support. Your Excellency, at this juncture, I would like to invite Her Excellency Ambassador Meg Whitman to make her remarks. Your Excellency, Ambassador has walked this journey with me to get this conference to where it is. You'd think it's an American government conference. Thank you very, very much, Meg.
Well, thank you very much, Your Excellency, President William Ruto, all protocols observed. And I'm delighted to be back in this beautiful corner of Kenya. In fact, I've been here multiple times. I only wish there was a Homabay airline so I could get frequent flyer miles. Thank you, Governor Gladys, for inviting me to this Homabay Investment Summit. I've been so impressed by your efforts to attract investment and deliver economic growth to your county. Your team has done an excellent job advancing your goals and positioning Homabay as a prime destination for increased trade and investment. And if success were judged on this conference alone, I believe you and your team are absolutely on the right track. It's amazing what you have put together. Round of applause for the government. Now, as many of you know, I am extremely bullish on Kenya's economic prospects, and I'm not the only one. Bloomberg, a world leader in business reporting, published a June 2023 article touting Kenya as the Singapore of Africa. Now, I have given a talk that I call Why Africa, Why Kenya throughout the country for most of the last year. We even took the speech on the road to the United States, visiting New York, Chicago, San Francisco, and Los Angeles. And I think many of you know that the key element of Why Africa, Why Kenya is if you are a company looking for supply chain diversification in a country that has 93% or more green energy, then Kenya is your destination. And everyone understands that and is responding to it very well. Instead of recapping Why Africa, Why Kenya, I'm going to add something called Why Africa, Why Kenya, Why Homabay. So you might be thinking, what is Why Homabay? Well, at the beginning of these remarks, I mentioned the great work that Gladys and her team have done to market Homabay for its endless potential. Her strategic focus to grow the Homabay economy is spot on. The governor knows that Homabay, just like Africa and just like Kenya, has its own unique set of advantages. And I want to underscore 4 of them. First is the potential for regional market access. I don't have to tell you that the location of Homabay is perfect to access the East African market of over 500 million customers. Education. The growth of any great economy often hinges on a great university, working with the private sector and the government and investors to get that flywheel going. And what you have here in Tom Mboya University, the government of Homabay, I think is a magical combination. Tourism. I don't have to say much about tourism, as the landscape and natural beauty speaks for itself. In my view, Lake Victoria is largely untapped for its tourism potential. The country also has an amazing national park that could benefit from eco-lodges, hiking trails, and all kinds of water activities. And finally, economic diversification and private sector growth. I want to draw your attention to some examples that I think illustrate the potential of Homabay. Gladys has outlined 3 priorities: agriculture and agribusiness, the health sector, and the blue economy. Let me just highlight 2. BT cotton. At its peak in the 1980s, Kenya produced 38,000 metric tons of cotton, annually supporting over 200,000 households and providing significant foreign exchange earnings. Currently, this has declined to just 2,000 metric tons. Global demand for cotton is growing exponentially, with the apparel industry moving to Kenya. And I think Homabay is well poised to spearhead the cotton renaissance here in Kenya. Those apparel companies need raw cotton to be milled and that to be ginned and then milled so that vertical integration can take place in Kenya. The #1 reason apparel companies tell me they can't come is because you don't have cotton and you don't have your own fabric. I think Homabay is poised to make that happen. Second is the Cancer Research Center. Gladys's vision for the state-of-the-art cancer center will put Homabay on the map for advancing medical research, and the center will be a hub for all Western Kenya and countries sharing Lake Victoria. The work that the governor and this county has done on improving health of its citizens over the last decade is unparalleled, and you must build on that strength with the cancer center. And then finally is Victory Farms, aquaculture. Fish farming has been around for thousands of years, and the technologies and tools used today have not kept up with the times. However, since its inception in 2015, Victory Farms is innovating to change this dynamic, even using drones to manage water quality. Victory Farms has learned that pond color can infer future pond efficiency. So before there is some kind of a biological crash, Victory Farms is able to intervene and maintain top performance. With these advancements, I think the new name for aquaculture will be fish tech. And I think Homabay can be the fish tech capital of the entire world. So, although Governor Gladys and her team are focused on 3 priorities, which I support, it's not just limited to those 3. I see great potential in energy, mining, horticulture, housing, and business process outsourcing and call centers. So to Gladys, I believe in your vision and I admire your focus. I know that you and your team have put hard work to identify the sectors that will be successful in Homabay. To the crowd here and to all investors, Kenya is open for business, Homabay is open for business, and this is the moment to ask if Homabay and Kenya is a possibility for you, and I can assure you that it is. The governor and her team would welcome you with open arms to this county of endless potential. And the U.S. Embassy is ready to do anything we can to support Homabay and support Kenya. Asante sana.
Thank you very much, Meg, for your support, not just in word, but in action. You have truly acted and supported us. Not just Homabay, you have supported us as governors, and I'm really thankful on behalf of all of us for your support and guidance. I remember when we first met you as women governors, you told us, don't tell us many things. You know, we came with everything in the world we could think of. You said, just tell us about 3 key things. And that's a lesson I learned on focus. And that's a lesson that we are taking forward. I would like to recognize Gerald Mahinda, Gerald Mahinda of Afropal. Asante sana. We're going to do the palm oil journey together, and we'll be signing the MOUs here together with the Migori County government tomorrow so that we begin the journey on oil palm. The UK delegation, the British delegation, asanteni sana. John and your entire team, you have supported us, and we are truly grateful for your support. The Homabay team that worked day and night, did not sleep at all to have this conference happen in the way it has. Please just rise and wave wherever you are. Tafadhali, asanteni sana. This team, led by the DG, mumefanya kazi kwa bidii, together with the Council of Governors team, and Can Invest, who have also worked with us, and the Kenya Tourism Board, who have worked together with us to get this far. Your Excellency, we have now, between you and me, about 25 minutes. So if you allow me, I'm just going to use 5. And then the other one I will leave to CS Alfred Mutua, to also invite CS Mvuria and invite you. So we are not going to go beyond 1 minute beyond the 1 hour. We are that disciplined. So Your Excellency, allow me to really thank you for the work that you're doing together with us here in Homabay. The affordable housing program, today you don't have time, but it is nearly done. They are fixing the windows. Interestingly, the windows, to weld the windows and doors, the contract was given to a joint team of welders from Homabay County in totality, or Ugis, Mbita, everywhere. They came together and they saw a contract of 11 million for the first time in their lives. They are looking for money, so I'll be talking to Paul and Nasim and the others to advance them some credit so that they can do the windows, finish the windows, and this is what, putting money really in the pockets of the people is about. I'd like to thank you for the lakefront and the pier that is currently being worked on by the Kenya Ports Authority and the shipyard, and it's really turning out to be a great place. And the fish market. When you came, you found the women washing fish, and you talked to them on top of a small rock there. They are no longer there, and the market is nearly 40% done, started in December. So soon, I'm sure, when you come back, when we are celebrating Mashujaa Day here, the first thing that you will do, Your Excellency, you will open the the market, and then we will come to the stadium, the Raila Odinga Stadium here in Homabay, to celebrate the Mashujaa Day. Your Excellency, Your Excellency, we got sub-counties here, Suba West, Suba Central, and Suba North has remained, and we are very, very pleased. And Rachonyo West. So, Your Excellency, we are very grateful. There's one constituency that is the biggest that we have. It has remained as one sub-county. It's called Ndewa. So they sent me and told me that one pia, ikikatwa kidogo, sasa hatuna maneno, hata tuongei. And the Rusinga Ring Road, the contractors are already on site. The Mfangano Ring Road is going on. The road from Sori is going on. So really, Your Excellency, we have a lot to thank you for. Sisi ni watu ya ODM tunapanga namna hii, lakini kama tumepangika hivi tunaendelea kusema asante hivyo. Your Excellency, welcome to the great Homabay County, the gateway to East Africa. It is with immense pleasure and gratitude that I stand before you today as the first female governor of Homabay County, and indeed the entire western region. I'm filled with hope and excitement for what lies ahead and within our grasp. This international investment conference is not merely an envisioning of possibilities, but a testament to the unwavering commitment of our county in fostering economic growth and nurturing innovation across all sectors. The big question here is why Homabay, and Meg has done a fantastic job, because we are the bay of endless potential. We have a vibrant and stable economy, skilled and dynamic workforce, suitable market access and infrastructure, availability of land for development, ease of doing business, and supportive legislative and policy environment. Importantly, we boast of well-developed transport infrastructure, including efficient road networks, enabling seamless connectivity within and outside the county. The establishment and operation of the Kabunde airstrip has further improved access to our great county. In Homabay, indeed, we no longer arrive, we land, Your Excellency. And I'm happy that Caleb is here because he's going to be expanding that runway so that bigger planes can come. Imagine the possibilities of investing in our agricultural sector, where innovative techniques and technologies can unlock greater yields and sustainable practices. Agriculture employs 74% of our local workforce, and it merely contributes about 25% to our gross county product. This presents an opportunity for greater investments to unlock labor, productivity, and profitability. Our CIDP has identified and prioritized a number of agricultural value chains which are key in spurring our economic potential. We aim to revitalize cotton production. Your Excellency, we aim to be leaders in cotton production. We aim to produce 50% of the cotton produced in this country. How? We have registered 37,000 farmers on 42,000 acres. We, as a county, have bought 10 tons of seed, BT seed, for this season, costing about 50 million shillings. The government, Rivertex, together with industry, are also giving us another 10 tons. That makes it 20 tons. We can grow on about 20,000 acres this year. If the country grows on 60 or 70,000 acres, we will be going towards the 50% mark of cotton production in this country, Your Excellency. Na hao ni wao ni wakulima ambao wako hapa, they are registered on the Kiamis. We know them.